The drawing and painting instruction business has advanced far beyond the time when someone could just teach himself or herself to become a world-class painter. If your ambition is to become a competent painter and a competent artist, you need a competent teacher. Even if your goals are more modest, you can reach those goals far more quickly, easily and efficiently with the guidance of the right teacher. Much of the information needed to learn about drawing and painting instruction is available from many different sources. There are hundreds of books, instructional videos, DVDs and, of course, the Internet. Even though a lot of information is readily available, there exists a lot of incorrect, incomplete and otherwise bad information. This is especially true for a lot of information found on the Internet. You will need the aid of an excellent teacher to teach you how to fully understand and apply the correct information. You can save yourself a lot of unnecessary frustration and disappointment by studying with a good teacher. Remember that textbooks, DVDs, instructional videos, and the Internet cannot answer your specific questions. They cannot offer you advice on your drawing and painting, etc. They cannot watch your painting and point out any mistakes or flaws that may be present. Some textbooks are great, and I have seen some pretty good DVDs out there too, but you still need the aid of an excellent teacher to guide you through everything and to help you develop your abilities and draftsmanship correctly and efficiently. Great teachers manage and schedule new materials and effectively explain their importance and meaning. A teacher should encourage you when you are doing well, and correct you when you make mistakes. Good teachers will show you how to better organize your practice materials, and show you how to effectively manage your practice time. This is crucial to your progress. They help you build up your confidence level, even if you are not consciously aware that this is happening. A great teacher will help you become secure with your technical skills so that you can execute difficult techniques on your drawing and painting instruction comfortably. These teachers emphasize creativity, sketching, designing, and execution. Great teachers want to make sure that you fully understand what you are learning and, most importantly, teach you how to apply it, by giving you detailed explanations and encouraging you to ask questions when something is unclear. A good teacher sincerely cares about your drawing and painting growth and development. An experienced and competent teacher will take you far beyond what you could learn on your own. Unfortunately, drawing and painting teachers are not licensed, and there is no organization that oversees or regulates them. Anyone can claim to be a good teacher, and there are lots of people who make this claim. The number of competent teachers, however, is limited. This brings us to this crucial question: how can a student find, choose, and then accurately evaluate a drawing and painting teacher? Here are some questions that you should ask any teachers you are considering studying with. I have also included my own comments for each question. 1. Can you please tell me about your teaching experience? May I see your resume or credentials? How long have you been teaching and approximately how many students have you taught during that time? At least 3 to 5 years of teaching experience is preferred, certainly no less than 1 year of experience. Prefer a teacher who has taught a moderate to large number of students. It takes time for a teacher to truly learn how to teach well, and the main way that someone learns to teach is by teaching for a while. 2. Do you teach private lessons or group lessons? You definitely want private lessons, unless you are a total beginner, or are enrolled in a college drawing and painting instruction course. You will learn a lot more about drawing and painting in a one-on-one private lesson, or in a correspondence lesson program. 3. What drawing and painting instruction do you teach best? If you really want to be a great drawing and painting student, take lessons from a specialist instructor, not a general artist who claims to teach all styles well. Find yourself a good specialist instructor. If you want to learn multiple styles of drawing and painting instruction that are not similar, like watercolor, oil, acrylic, and pastel painting, take lessons from more than one teacher for each of those styles. Unless you are a total beginner, you are better off with an expert teacher in your style of drawing and painting instruction, not a jack-of-all-trades teacher. 4. Can you tell me how you teach the lessons? This is probably the most important question you can ask a teacher. If a prospective teacher who does not know you, your drawing and painting ability, mastery of a medium, your aesthetic tastes, and your drawing and painting instruction goals, tries to explain how he or she will teach you, this is not a competent teacher. Not even the best teacher on earth could answer this question if that teacher knows nothing about you, your goals, your drawing and painting level, your knowledge of drawing and painting, etc. So what would an experienced and competent teacher say to you when you ask a question? Well, I can tell you what I do when a new prospective student asks me this. I explain to him or her that I can't formulate a lesson plan for anyone until I learn a lot more about that student's drawing and painting, goals, aesthetic tastes, knowledge of theory, etc. To my correspondence students, whom I don't see face to face, I send a long list of questions about everything I need to know about their drawing and painting background. This helps me determine the best way for us to begin. I also encourage the student to send me a portfolio or sketch of his or her drawing and painting with a variety of his or her aesthetic in it so I have a clearer picture of what areas need improvement. Obviously, for my private students, whom I do see face to face, I can simply ask the questions that I need answers to. And I can see the student's sketch in front of me. Only after all of this can I, or any other teacher, truly know how to teach that individual student. It seems obvious that you shouldn't teach a 13-year-old boy who has never sketched before and wants to learn to sketch the same way that you would teach a 27-year-old man who has been sketching for 16 years and wants to become a master in the style of Vincent van Gogh or Leonardo da Vinci. In addition to asking the questions above, here are some other things to watch out for when students ask how to approach a certain technique, or how to hold the brush correctly, or how to most effectively mute colors that are not supposed to be bright. The advice of some teachers is to do whatever feels natural to you. Sometimes what you may think is the natural way to hold your left hand may not be the correct way at all. It is the teacher's job to know those types of things. The teacher should be teaching, not letting you do whatever you feel like doing. For most things, there is a right and wrong way, and you will be better off learning it the right way from the beginning. A teacher may have some talented students, but this does not mean the teacher is good. This might seem like good criteria for evaluating a teacher, but the fact is that sometimes advanced students were already good artists before taking lessons from the new teacher. The only time you can judge a teacher's teaching skills, based on his or her students' drawing skills, is when those advanced students have been taking lessons from the same teacher since they were beginners. Some teachers tell their students to learn from as many sources as possible, and then leave it up to you to sort through it all, and decide what works best for you. How are you supposed to decide that? How is a student to know what the best technique is for a particular genre? Students typically won't know how to determine what the right way is. This is one of the reasons you have a teacher. It is his or her job to teach you these things. This is why you are giving the teacher your money. Do not assume that someone is a good teacher just because he or she may be an excellent painter or has good credentials. I know plenty of competent painters with advanced art degrees whom I don't believe are good teachers. I was fortunate to have some truly great teachers, but I had some incompetent ones too, along the way. Whenever I realized that a teacher wasn't good, I looked for a new teacher. The following things are not required for someone to be a good teacher, but it certainly is to your advantage to have a teacher who, in addition to teaching you about drawing and painting, can help you in some of these other ways. 1. Sketching advice. The better you become as a general artist, the more likely it will be that you will want to sketch your drawing and painting. If you have little or no experience in this area, then having someone who can help you is especially helpful. 3. Art business. If you plan to photograph, release, and sell your own art, now or in the future, there is a huge amount of art business information that you will need to learn if you want to make any money. Some teachers who have sold their own art, and are promoting it themselves, can be the best source of help for selling your art. You can also learn other things like how to set up showings for your art and how to get the press to write about you. Now that you have a better idea about what to look for in a teacher, the next question is, where do you look for a good teacher? This depends on if you are looking for a teacher to teach you privately face-to-face, or if you are looking for a teacher to teach you through correspondence. Both are good and there are advantages to both ways. If you are looking for a private teacher to teach you face-to-face, check out these places first. Contact the art department at universities and colleges near you. Even if they can't help you directly, they can usually refer you to someone who can help. Next, you can try your local art stores, where supplies are sold. Most art stores offer lessons, and most of the teachers found here are not of the highest quality, but sometimes there are great teachers you can find at these stores. When you call one of these stores, ask to speak to the manager or owner. Find out from him or her exactly who are the most qualified teachers for you, your style of art and skill level. After you get the teachers' names, make arrangements to speak to each of the teachers privately. Ask those teachers all of the questions we've gone over above. If you are not satisfied with any of those teachers, keep looking. If you are looking for a private teacher to teach you face-to-face, check out these places first. Contact the art department at universities and colleges near you. Even if they can't help you directly, they can usually refer you to someone who can help. Next, you can try your local art stores, where supplies are sold. Most art stores offer lessons, and most of the teachers found here are not of the highest quality, but sometimes there are great teachers you can find at these stores. When you call one of these stores, ask to speak to the manager or owner. Find out from him or her exactly who are the most qualified teachers for you, your style of art and skill level. After you get the teachers' names, make arrangements to speak to each of the teachers privately. Ask those teachers all of the questions we've gone over above. If you are not satisfied with any of those teachers, keep looking. If you are looking for correspondence lessons, your search will be a little different, and these lessons are usually a little cheaper in the long run. You can look on the internet for these types of teachers, and you can also contact universities, in any part of the world. The best thing about correspondence lessons is that you can take lessons from any teacher in the world, that teaches via correspondence. What I would look for in a correspondence teacher is someone who has been doing this type of teaching for a while, someone who always allows you to ask questions about your lesson via email or telephone, for no additional charge. I personally don't think that courses, like drawing and painting instruction, are a good idea because they don't provide the private and individual instruction needed to learn in the most efficient way. Even though correspondence lessons are not face-to-face, the lessons should be personalized for you, your skill level, your artistic knowledge, your style of art and your artistic goals. Stay away from the one-size-fits-all method or the cookie-cutter style courses. Everyone is different, and is at a different level, has different artistic goals, and likes different art. So the lessons, whether face-to-face or correspondence, should be tailored specifically to your needs. After teaching watercolor, oil, acrylic, and pastel painting for over 20 years now, I can tell you that using the information mentioned can make a huge difference in finding an experienced high-quality teacher. An incompetent teacher can severely hinder your ability to fully develop your drawing and painting skills. If you are not progressing well, but you are spending a lot of time practicing, find another teacher. I humbly invite you to hit the subscribe button, share the video, and press the like button. Sign up, follow us on Facebook and Instagram for our pages which are filled with valuable drawing and painting instructional resources. And remember, an artist is not paid for his labor, but his vision. See you soon. Thanks again.